So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute, man. I told y'all, after I saw that video yesterday where they spotted the car from like a Google map or Google Earth or whatever Google image, that they looked and found that car sitting in the bottom of that lake, it intrigued me. And what do I find today? As soon as I log in and pull up, a video says, hey, here's the top 10 terrifying things Google Earth doesn't want you to see. You think I'm not gonna click on that? You might as well say, hey, L, psst, over here, click me. Yeah, right here. This is you, bud. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to click on this video, bro. You know what I mean? So, man, we can check this out, fam, and see what else we can see what y'all out here discovering. And I truly feel like this is one of them things that, man, you could look up and you'd be done researched over Google Earth for like a couple hours and be done lost track of time. This looks like it could become I'm almost scared of it. That's how addictive I think this could be, sitting around doing this. So we're gonna check this video out, man. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Join the fam. Shout outs to Most Amazing Top 10. The link to this original video will be in the description, and make sure you go subscribe to them and show them a lot of love. All right, let's check this out.
Have you ever been so bored that you go on Google Earth or Maps and just fool around and see what your house looks like from above? Because I have. Well, over the years, a number of Google Earth users have noticed.
And now that I come to think of it, my son has came up to me and showed me a couple of times that where we used to live, done different things like that, but it never really registered. So in my mind now, I'm thinking he's been ahead of the game. He's been on this way before I've been on this. And you know, if a kid is on it, then it must be something intriguing about it.
Your house looks like from above? Because I have. Well, over the years, a number of Google Earth users have noticed some pretty fishy things caught on Google Earth. From murders caught on camera to secret government places. Let's talk about this and more only in today's video. Starting off this countdown, we have Snow Saddle. Snow Saddle is a major mountain peak of the Himalayas in Nepal. But if you try to view it from Google Earth, you'll see that the whole area is blacked out, which is obviously suspicious. Why is a mountain peak blurred?
Don't worry, I'll wait for y'all to type it out. Go ahead, get your type on so I can read it. Tell me, why is that blacked out? And tell me that ain't nothing government related. Possibly. Probably. Possibly. We're gonna say possibly. Why is that blacked out like that? Look at that. And it's covering, yeah.
Which is obviously suspicious. Why is a mountain peak blurred? What's going on there that has Google blurring it? To this day, no one knows for sure. But of course, there are a number of theories. One theory is that the Nazis had secret expeditions to the Himalayas and found a UFO base in that area. Sounds crazy, right? Well, there have been a number of UFO sightings in that area. So
a base? I never really thought about them having a base. Having their own little area. I never really thought about it. I figured they came, they went freely. And they figured out how to do so discreetly. But now, you say the word, there's a possibility there could be a base? Oh, that changes the whole game now.
Maybe it is a top secret UFO base. Who knows? We don't know. Moving on to number 9, we have Baker Lake. Located in Nunavut, Canada, Google Earth is letting you see none of it. Get it? Like none of it? Sorry, I love my puns. So if you look it up on Google Maps, it's weird because you see just a black strip covering a large area near the lake. What's it blocking? Again, we don't know for sure, but we have some crazy conspiracies. One theory is that the strip is concealing extraterrestrial beacons that help the navigation of the crafts, or that it's a craft landing strip. I don't know. They also say that this area would be perfect for the beacons since snow creates a powerful electromagnetic field that helps send a better signal. What do you think though? Let me know in the comments below. In our 8th spot, we have the Pacific Northwest Blur. Here is a view of the area close to the Washington-Oregon border. And would you look at that? There's a random patch blacked out. To this day, no one knows what that is. But something is there that Google doesn't want us to see. In fact, some people believe that it is a HAARP site, or HAARP. HAARP is said to be a military program that weaponizes weather and causes natural disasters like...
Now, this isn't the first time we've heard this about a possible way that they control the weather. And if they do so and they don't want you, they're gonna go to great lengths, i.e. covering it up so that we don't know that. Bro, this is see, this will have you up all times of the night, covering up your windows with newspaper, you know what I mean? Like having my little tinfoil hat on, like this type of stuff here, this right here, Cat Williams' voice, this right here, yeah.
To be a military program that weaponizes weather and causes natural disasters like floods, earthquakes, droughts, you get it. Now,
at least just put something on there. We can't show this because, and I know they don't have to do that, but come on, man. Instead of letting us as citizens just run off at what we could possibly think, because you know how our brains can come up with some of the craziest reasons why that's covered up. Instead of doing that, just give us something. Government something, or military something, or you know what I mean, block due to military this something. Like, ease our minds. Don't let our minds just wander like that.
some people have actually traveled to that area to see what's up, but unfortunately haven't been able to find anything. Kind of suspicious. Like, what does Google know that we don't know? A whole lot, that's what. In our 7th spot, we have 2207 Seymour Avenue. This is the address to a home located in Cleveland, Ohio. A home in which a horrific crime took place. A crime that people don't like to talk about. From 2002 to 2004, Adriel Castro kidnapped 3 young women, Michelle Knight, Amanda Berry, and Georgina De Jesus. He kept them captive in his home until 2013, when Amanda Berry escaped with her daughter and contacted the police. Police came to his house and rescued the other women. This house has since been blurred on Google Maps due to the horrific crimes that took place inside. In fact, it was given the name the House of Horrors. But in 2013, it was actually demolished to help the victims move on from their traumatizing past. In our 6th spot,
I'm glad, and they need to start doing that in other places too, man. Like, imagine having to go through something traumatic such as what they went through, you know? And still, like, I wouldn't even live close to that. But just say, unfortunately, you didn't have the means to be able to get out of the city, the state, you know what I mean? Maybe you wanted to go to another country. Maybe you was just done in general. You wanted to go to another country. Maybe you didn't have the means to do that. So you're forced to remain in the same area. And you get a job, and that job requires you to pass by there or be in the remote vicinity of there. Yes, I would want that place tore down as well. Yes. Like, and the town should want that for you as well. You know? Like that, I can imagine the mental trauma suffered by that place being up. And then when it was tore down, it gave some sense of peace. They'll never fully regain peace from what they went through, that traumatic experience, but to give them back something, yeah, man, you almost gotta do that.
to help the victims move on from their traumatizing past. In our sixth spot, we have Valencia City. Located in the Philippines, Valencia City is one of the largest and most populated cities in the province of Bukidnon. It's home to over 190,000 people. It's even a popular tourist spot. But if you want to find it on Google Earth, you can't. The whole city is just blurred out. This was apparently done under government orders. Valencia City is home to their government's headquarters. It's said to house a top secret missile defense program. Others say that they do missile.
See, now that makes sense. They're telling you why. You know what I mean? Because if you look at some of these pictures, like I said before in the beginning, how my son would go back and look at previous place we lived, some places wouldn't have show, but he actually pulled up one place that had our cars out there. Like, it wasn't an old, it was a recent updated. And we had only been gone from that place maybe a few years. So they had upgraded the photo that you saw. So when they do that, imagine them having some top secret military equipment or something that they working on or trying to have, and you take a snap photo of it, and now people that they may be going up against at some time know what they have. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, I can understand. Just give us a reason why. Nope, you can't see what we got going on here because of this. Cool. Now my mind doesn't wander off.
Top secret missile defense program. Others say that they do missile testing there, but that hasn't been proven, so we really don't know. It's just weird that the whole city is blurred out, not just a single area. We are now at our fifth and halfway mark with Amchitka Island. Located in Alaska, sections of this island are blurred out and no one really knows why this is. But it may have to do with the nuclear testing that once took place there. From the 1950s to the 1970s,
sounds like a good reason.
this island was the site of US underground nuclear testing. Nowadays, they're running tests to see if the island has any radioactive leakage there. If there isn't, then in 2025, it could become a wildlife reserve. But again, why is half of the island blurred out? Maybe that's the section where the nuclear testing took place. But why is it still blurred? A lot of people think that the military is doing some suspicious illegal activities there. We just don't know what. Moving on, at number 4, we have Vokel Air Base. Located in the Netherlands, we have the Vokel Air Base, which is a military air base used by the Royal Netherlands Air Force. According to former Dutch Prime Minister, there are 22 US nuclear bombs being stored in bunkers of this airspace, which is one of the many reasons as to why it appears pixelated on Google Earth. You got thermonuclear bombs, all the way to bombs that are said to be 4 times powerful as the ones used on the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Now, for the longest time, the place was just rumored to have.
Whoa, can't just speed past that. Let that sizzle in your spirit, like Country Wayne say. Let's hear that again. How powerful.
All the way to bombs that are said to be 4 times powerful as the ones used on the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
As we say in the South, 4 times powerful. Not 4, 4 times.
Now, for the longest time, the place was just rumored to have nukes. It wasn't known for sure. That was until 2013 when the Prime Minister let it slip. He said, and I quote, "I would never have thought those silly things would still be there in 2013. I think they are an absolutely pointless part of a tradition and military thinking." In our third spot, we have the mysterious.
Sound like he was trying to save face and cover it up. Yeah. He got in a lot of trouble, bro. A lot of trouble. He was trying to say, that's the typical cleanup response. Listen to him.
Those silly things would
Those silly things. That's cleanup.
Still be there in 2013. I think they are an absolutely pointless part of a tradition and military thinking. In our third spot, we have the mysterious Russian site. Located in the Siberian tundra, close to the city of Egvikinot. I know I said that wrong. I literally looked up the pronunciation, but there is nothing out there, so I apologize. Egvigno. I'm so sorry. Anyways, the area is blurred out on Google Earth and no one knows why. I've been saying that a lot this video, but it's true. No one knows why. But it didn't always appear like this. At one point, they had edited the satellite imagery. They cut out a section around Egvenot, that place I don't know.
Now that's another thought. How many times y'all think they've done that? Edit it to make it look like something, you know what I mean? Or not give an update from where it's been changed. So it's showing you maybe 100-year-old picture as to what it would look like now because something's there that we don't need to know about. How many times do you think that's been done?
How to say, and pasted it over whatever they wanted to blur. They thought it would make it less obvious. But apparently on Russian maps, they have the area blurred with a black box. So what's going on in that area? Some say it's HARP again. Others say there's a large gold deposit in that area, so they don't want people finding that out. Others say it's a ballistic missile testing site. Coming in at number 2, we have the murder scene. Google Earth is a snitch, y'all, okay? A couple of years ago, they caught a murder on camera. It shows a dark figure standing by a body laying down on the ground by some abandoned train tracks. That's all we know. Obviously, due to it being disturbing in nature, they don't want people seeing it. And in our number 1 spot today, we have the poor donkey. Now, this has to be one of the funniest, yet saddest things caught on Google Earth/Maps. So you know how they have that van with the camera that drives along and it just snaps photos like every second in every direction? Well, while going along, it captured a donkey at the side of the road. Seconds later, if you click down the road and you turn back, the donkey's still there, just now laying on the floor. It had been hit by the Google Earth truck. It's pretty sad. Rest in peace, donkey. But that doesn't look too good on the company if they're going around and hitting and killing animals. Just saying. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comments below your...
Wow. Didn't expect to hear that last part. Didn't expect it. But you see those Google Earth cars and stuff like that now. You're going to see a lot more of that type of stuff now. Especially with these EV cars and them being programmed. They need that information, you know what I mean, for these chips to be able to automatically get you where you want to go without the use of you driving it. So these electric cars that are self-driving, yeah, you're gonna need those maps to be updated and stuff like that. The side roads, the back roads, different things like that. You got to get all of that because I'm not too sure about the Tesla, but I know with the new Escalade, you certain areas don't show up when you want it to do Super Cruise. Certain roads don't pick up yet because they haven't gotten, you know what I mean, all the information back yet. So you'll see a lot more of these cars with everybody now going to electric and self-driving. So you'll see a lot more of that stuff, gathering data, and that's a whole conversation we can go down and have, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll get at me in the comment section, man. Let me know what you thought of the top 10 terrifying things Google Earth doesn't want you to see. I think it has its pros, this Google Earth, most definitely. Like I said, when it, in that other video we watched, when it located that car down there, that right there serves its purpose. Whatever else they want to do with it, the fact that you could find something or assist the police in an investigation like that, it makes everything else worth it. Everything else that is there for it makes it all worth it now. So, but yeah, y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Leave a like, share the video, subscribe, and stick around and stay tuned, man. Till the next reaction, I'm gone. Peace.